Could the representatives from United Airlines please come to the podium? Every year, United Airlines sponsors Where I Want to Fly and Why, an essay contest for job-trained students. United Airlines has been a dedicated partner with JobTrain for more than 20 years now. The winner of the essay contest receives 2 round-trip airline tickets to visit any place in the United States, Canada, Mexico, Central America, or the Caribbean. The response to the contest was overwhelming. This year's winning essay best represents this year's breakfast theme of celebrating new lives and new beginnings. Although a difficult decision, ultimately the judges unanimously selected the following essay. I'd like to share a few passages from the winning essay. I thought I was free, but I wasn't. None of the people who I thought should protect me did. The living conditions in that 3-bedroom house were so bad, I preferred to go to juvenile hall or be homeless. I left home at the age of 16. I started drinking liquor, taking pills, smoking marijuana, snorting cocaine, and tried acid. I was 16 years old the first time I shot heroin, a straight-up heroin addict by the time I was 18, and I married one too. As my drug addiction increased, so did my need for money. I originally started stealing food and clothes. I started breaking into homes with others, and I started doing burglaries. Eventually, I was arrested. In order for me to get right, I had to go back to where I first went wrong. Eventually, I got off welfare and got a job where I worked for almost 10 years. In November 2013, I was laid off and realized that I needed training to upgrade my job skills. I heard about JobTrain and by December was enrolled in their business administration program. Because of my past experiences, I find it hard to ignore young ladies who seem to be making bad choices themselves. That's why I count it an honor to have volunteered in nonprofit and community outreach programs. I'm currently mentoring 3 girls, ages 14, 15, and 16. I met with the 16-year-old last week and realized that she's going to take much prayer and creative strategies to discourage from making bad choices. I don't want her to make the mistakes I made. I'd like to take her to Hawaii for a vacation. I want her to see the beauty of the islands and see that there is more to life than owning expensive tennis shoes. You know teenagers. It will give us an opportunity to talk and set goals. I'd like to invite the author of that letter, Sheila Holland, to please come up and accept your tickets. By the way, Sheila, before we give you the award, I just to let you know that the judges were so impressed with your story, and United Airlines was so impressed that instead of just 2 tickets, you get 4, so you can take the other 2 girls.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. First and foremost, I just want to thank God for all the things He's done in my life. I also want to thank the staff at JobTrain. You know, a lot of my story, it goes back to drugs, but the root of the problem was when I got out of school, I didn't just leave home at 16. I was out of school. I had got accelerated from the 4th to the 6th, and then I quickly got into continuation so that I could get out early. But even though I got out of school, I didn't have the training that I needed to get a job. My preference, I would have much preferred to get a job, get my own apartment, and go to college and things like that, but I didn't have the training. So I know just how important it is for others to have the training to live a positive and a successful life. So I can honestly say from the bottom of my heart, I am so grateful and so blessed to have found out about JobTrain. If I knew it then, perhaps I wouldn't have took the road that I took, and I wouldn't have had to suffer all the consequences of making bad choices. So I am grateful to JobTrain for all their work and dedication toward helping others. I also like to thank the sponsors. You may never know, really in debt, just how much your contribution means. It goes a lot further than the eyes can see. You know, it helped us to get trained and help us to get jobs, but it also helped our families. We're able to provide for them. A lot of people in job training, when we got there, they asked us, what are you here for? And everyone went around and said the reason that they are there. There are so many people, we just need help. Just need help, that's all. You know, nobody really want to be dependent on aid. We don't want to be dependent on stamps. We just want to be able to provide for our families and loved ones. And I just feel confident that those who have contributed will continue to contribute to this great program. But those of you who are not sure yet, please, just jump in and do it. I can assure you, you won't be disappointed. It does a lot. They cover so much more than just the basic needs of learning how to do a job. They teach us, the list is too long, so I'm not going to go through all of that. But I also want to thank United Airlines. You know, what they do, it's a great thing. It's not an essay contest to see who has the best writing skills. There are a lot of people who have places where they would like to go but simply cannot go. And they bring it to life. They bring dreams to life. So it's very important what they do. And I just want to thank each and every last one of you. Thank my teacher, Ethel, and I thank my classmates. I love you all. God bless you.
Good job. You want to say anything? Sure, please.
Good morning. I just want to say for Sheila, as I read her essay, and I read it over, I was so touched from the first word that as I read through that, kind of like her life, I thought, wow, not only has she been through so much, and she's so strong and so tough, and she's beautiful, where did she learn such great punctuation? Her commas, her periods, her question marks. You know, I mean, it was just so wow. So I asked her, I said, where did you learn to write so well? And she says, my training at Job Train did it for me. And I thought, I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.